Got me losing count of these bags. I've been moving too fast.
Hey, you guys, we're back.
What's up?
What's up?
We got a special guest in the building today.
What's going on, y'all? I Love You Visuals, music video director and a photographer.
Pastor Visuals.
Pastor Visuals, what they calling me?
Let's talk about it. Why they calling him Pastor Visuals?
I guess because I be saying like a lot of motivational stuff, for real. Like I get on my live every now and then and I'll just speak and preach to people, tell them I'm proud of them. Don't even know them. Just be like, I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work. And I think that just takes a lot of people far in life. They need to hear that. So then I did an interview where I was just saying a bunch of stuff and people actually respected what I said. So they calling me the pastor.
I've had somebody call me that before too. And
for
I was
real?
like,
Why they call you a pastor?
No, they just said like every day is like you're preaching every day. So what you said, we're really mindful of the things that we say anyway.
Has it helped anybody like with the stuff you have said, maybe publicly?
Yeah, because I also work at a bank, like on top of photography and podcasting, and I'll have to catch myself and like not over pour into somebody's life when they come up to me.
Yeah, most
because
definitely.
they'll have like a lack mindset about money, and I get to see like your financial situation, so I want to be like, did you ever think like maybe you're broke because you don't have, like you think you lack, or maybe you have a bad relationship with money? And it's like I can't go that far and do all of that.
You're gonna be in there all day and then it might turn to something else.
But they might fire you too, talking about why you getting in their personal business.
Right. So yeah,
That's funny.
How long you been working at the bank?
for like a year.
How is it like working at the bank, dealing with extra people and then doing photography on top of that?
Now y'all turning this on me? Okay. So
Right, we can't hear for him, but shoot, we flowing.
I like it. I feel like, well, I don't want to be there right now. So
Who does want to be
okay, like I am a 24/7 job, so it's like working a 9 to 5. It's kind of like, but I know that it's teaching me it's teaching me things that I wouldn't learn not being there.
Right.
And then also I'm learning a lot about time management and getting more done. I'm reading this book called 12-Week Year, so it's how to get like more done in 12 weeks than a year. So yeah, it's teaching me all the good things that I need. And I believe it's going to serve its purpose, and I'm not going to be there anymore. But how did you, you do this full time? First of all, tell everybody what you do.
Yeah, I do videography and photography. I actually worked 5 years at the hospital, and
What were you?
I was a central technician. I was working in central service. So basically you deliver like patient equipment. I was like a floater. I was like LeBron James out there, honestly. For real. So I guess when they let me go, it might have did some kind of damage because I was like all over the place. I was the guy you call on to get the job done. So I would deliver beds, patient equipment, like stuff like they run IVs through your arm into the machine. I was delivering that, and I did housekeeping one time, but then I switched departments. But yeah, it was a job, honestly, on top of my business. Like basically you will walk all day, and the hospital, it's like super in high demand, and it was very stressful dealing with that and my business.
But when did you decide to not do that anymore and just do your
It
business?
wasn't even a decision. I got fired. Yeah,
That's alignment.
yeah. That's not the crazy. So that was when COVID was going on, and it was like letting people go left and right. So I went to like the employee clinic, and I was trying to get like tested because I was running a fever and stuff like that. But I was supposed to go to the employee clinic, and it was like I didn't hear from you for 3 days. And at the time I was me and my girlfriend was staying together, and I had lost my job. After they was like, we didn't hear from you 3 days. That's automatic termination. I was like, all right, cool. I hate this damn job anyway. I kept asking God to make my videography full time, and that's exactly what he did. It might not be the best way, but I felt relief. And then after that, I sat in bed. I was like, damn, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do now? I ain't got a job, and I wonder how she's gonna take it. But we ended up breaking off, and after all that transpired, I ended up flying to New York, flying to Miami. Like people was booking me state to state. Like I don't know, like that was crazy. Like I never, it was my first time flying on a plane. I was just like, Jesus. So I seen one of my old coworkers. She was like, "What you up to?" I said, "Man, I'm full time now. Like I'm about to fly right now." And I got there,
That's fine.
So it's an experience. It's definitely not easy because you have to constantly make content and constantly be in tune with social media and people, and that's stressful as it is.
I'm sorry to hear that about like your job loss and your relationship loss, but sometimes that's not a loss. Like that's elevation.
That's definitely
like,
elevation,
separation
man.
for elevation.
Definitely, because a lot of people can't do it. So me going full time with it, it's just amazing, man. I just seen how far I came, and how many more clientele I'm getting, the fame and recognition I'm getting, and now working with an artist that's actually sitting down with labels and meeting famous people. It's a dream come true.
It's
but
what you asked for.
Yeah, it is.
Asking you shall receive.
How was your mindset like in the midst of that? Like as soon as you lost your job, was it like, all right, bet I already know what I'm about to do?
I was just like the first thing that came to my mind. I was just like, fuck.
Yeah, I feel you.
I was just like, what am I gonna do? And I was just like, I don't know.
Were you afraid? Like
I don't know.
what
It's
were
just
you
one of those
feeling?
things where you just like numb. You just kind of like, you don't know what to think. You don't know what to do. You just,
I always tell
it is
myself,
what it is.
if that happens, I'm going full time, like in what I'm already doing.
Yeah.
So basically, like it's so hard because you want to do that now full time, but you don't know when you're ready. So that's why I like surrender to God and leave it to like whatever happens. If they let me go or whatever happens at my job, like happens. I just trust God. I know that everything happens at
Definitely
a
why
appointed
you
time.
dare just, stay level-headed and try to keep your job during these times. You definitely don't lose your job unless you like got a fluctuating business. Like mine's is doing all right, but I also got people that keep a roof over my head so I can still make ends meet on my bills and stuff I got going on, and still provide for my business and the people that I love. So definitely, if you got a job, keep it.
That's
Most
amazing.
definitely keep it.
So about business and starting up, how long have you been doing photography and videography?
About 8 years now, 7-8 years.
Wow.
I started I think I started in 2016, 2015, maybe. I kept picking up the camera and dropping it. I was just like, this ain't what I want to do. This maybe something I want to do. And then I started actually getting around other creators, and he was doing pretty good, and he shot a couple of my music videos because I used to rap back then.
Really?
And I was just like, I don't want to do this no more. I want to do videography. And when
Is that where you were pulled to the most? Like what? Because I was thinking about it. I was like, yo, like everybody has so many creative sides to them. Like we can sing, we can do videography, photography, we can creative direct, we can so much.
And trying to do it all is just like you can't you can do it all, but it's not the smartest thing to do.
No,
because honestly, when you find that one thing, it leads to more things.
Exactly.
And that's
Most
how it should
definitely,
be.
but definitely don't limit yourself. Try new things, when you got the time.
Right.
So that's where I'm at. I could go back rapping. I still got it, but I'd rather not. I like being like, in the shadows.
Yeah.
That's just me. I just like being in the shadows for real.
Yeah. It's definitely, I feel like God puts you in a place where it's like, this is exactly what you're supposed to do.
Right.
And when you know what it is and when you know what you feel, you kind of just follow that. And you'll know which one you feel pulled to the most than the other ones.
Right.
You'll know.
Most
You'll
definitely.
feel it.
Most
It's
definitely.
a strong sensation. And when you follow that, bro,
You won't drag it. Like, how you have things to do, but you make it more so tasks other
Right.
than hobbies.
Exactly.
Especially when I tell people now, like, if you can't do anything for free,
Right.
then you don't enjoy it.
Right. That's true. That's definitely true. I did a lot of free work, and I'm still doing it to this day. Like free work definitely gets you in the right places, man. And it got me to where I'm at right now. I did a lot of free work, and I enjoyed it. It was more so like a passion,
Right.
versus like money. Because once you start to fall in love with just the money, then you lose the passion. So,
Exactly.
That's very true. I feel like photography is teaching me a lot, like when it comes to life. I say that by when I'm even editing in the beginning, I would over edit, and then I realized, okay, I'm an overthinker, so I need to work on this. So is there anything in your life that like videography and photography is currently teaching you?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Tell us, what all have you learned through it? Life lessons.
I learned a
wise.
lot, man. I learned how to actually be vocal with my clients, because sometimes if they don't like something and they tell me, I was like, you just tripping. You know what I'm saying? I was just my toxic trait.
Yeah.
It's my toxic trait, but I gotta understand, like, they spending money. It's not what I like, it's what they like.
Right.
And then, like, you can always tell, like, with me, what I learned is, like, when I'm editing something and I know I'm not feeling it, I know they not gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you have to actually, you know, feel what you're doing. But sometimes you can't overthink, you know, because I was doing I actually do graphic designing too. So I was editing a mixtape cover, and I thought it was fire. You know, I sent it to him. He's like, nah, that ain't it. I was like, damn, I put all that work into it, you know? You know what I'm saying? So I went back and, you know, I fixed it to how he liked it, and he said it's dope, he liked it. But that taught me one thing, like, to actually make it how they want it. Because I actually got into an argument with a guy, and he was just like, you know, you bad business, you supposed to do this, supposed to do that. But I wasn't vocal in the beginning, like what I'm offering and this and that. But that, you know, it taught me a lot, just to be vocal, to be upfront with everything. And, you know, tell them the rules and the regulations and stuff like that, just to dodge all the bullets, you know.
The only L you took in that was like learning from that experience.
Yeah, most definitely.
And it's not even an L. You learn
it is to me because it irritated me.
But you learning though, like
Most
something
definitely.
that you learn something from is not gonna ever be an L.
But a L is not a loss.
No,
I don't
it's
think
not.
L could ever stand for
L
loss.
is for lessons.
Yeah, I take that. L is for lessons. I definitely take that. L is definitely for lessons. But yeah, I edited a lot of videos. Probably shot over like 300 videos, 400 videos.
Wow.
Just now getting into weddings, so that is not the easiest thing to do. Like,
You and I both. I love it.
you know, editing like the angles and stuff like that, and then it's like the footage could be over like 10 minutes, 20 minutes long. And then if you want to get into specs with your computer, it can weigh heavy on your computer, stuff start crashing. You know,
Videos are always way more, you know, complicated.
almost definitely.
Yeah.
Especially with the photos, like I'm starting to get into like body manipulation. I don't even like, you know,
what?
some people don't like their stomach, so they want to, you know, so it's just like,
Like Photoshop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've had
Photoshop.
one of my friends, like somebody re-edited his photo and made their body smaller
Slimmer.
than what it was, and like he still posted an original photo. So was he wrong? I don't think so, because that's his
I don't know,
work.
it's his work, but if they paid for it and they didn't give you consent, then didn't know.
I tell people not to edit over my work because I don't.
They
like
do that anyway.
You came to me.
They be
They do
pissing
do
me
it.
off. I ain't even gonna lie.
And I want to know, but from a photographer's standpoint, why is it bad that they edit over your work?
I mean, because that's like your brand. That's like your stamp. And then say somebody else see your work and they think it's trash. I'm like, I seen the stuff you did and I ain't like it, but not knowing that you didn't do that, you didn't add those extra
Right.
edits to it. I mean, and then like from your standpoint, being a professional, like you put all this time and work into it, and they just go and throw a filter on it. I'm just like, bro.
That's what it is for me.
I said, bro, why you throwing a filter up there? Like,
People swear they can edit better than a photographer.
no, they cannot,
like,
man. No, you cannot.
I just think it takes the creativity and the hard work and like the inspiration and dedication that the photographer had in the first place.
yeah. But you know what their point of view is? Like, I paid for it. I can do whatever I want with my
No.
pictures.
No, I don't like people like that.
What? I mean, they have a point, but at the same time, it's like, come on, bro. Let's respect. If you really want to work with somebody, respect their style, their how they do things. Otherwise, go work with somebody else.
I put it like this: you can do whatever you want to the video or photos, but if I didn't do it, I'm not posting it, and I'm not sharing it either.
Okay.
It makes
know?
sense.
Yeah.
It
I
makes
mean,
sense.
hey, you got what you got, and you liked it. If you want to add additional stuff to it, be my guest. Because once it's out of my hands, I don't care about it no more.
Yeah.
You know.
Let's switch the flip a little bit. Okay, so who are you without doing videography and photography right now?
Who am I without?
I know, like, you probably spend most of your time.
Alone, honestly.
that,
Like
yeah.
mostly I spend most of my time alone, just on the game to myself. Like without this, I'm probably just a chill, laid back dude. Like if I didn't do this, like, and I just worked and went home, I'd probably just be like out the way. I'm really like a in the house type of dude. Like, when I'm trying to work on networking and being like out in public talking to people. But without this, I don't know. I don't know where I would be, honestly. It's probably like the only thing that's kept me alive and kept me going, kept me progressing in life and
purpose.
Yeah, not wanting to give up or end it off. So.
Yeah.
Why do you think like you're an introvert though? Like,
I don't like people.
No.
I don't like people. I'll put it like I don't like being around a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Is it just like the wrong people? Like that?
Probably so. I think it's just exhausting. Like exerting all my energy. I be trying to reserve as much energy as I can for the right person or just in general. It's just
you're our person. You're our type of
You know what I'm
person.
saying?
Like,
I'm just more
we're the
of a-
same way. We rather pour into
Right.
the people that are pouring
That are
into
gonna
us.
put it like this.
Exactly.
I'd rather pour into somebody that gives me substance.
Exactly.
There's a lot of people that don't give me substance.
Right.
They just talk to me. But it's some
That
people I can
part.
actually sit on the phone with and talk to about my problems, and they can reciprocate what I'm saying and give me back what I'm looking for. And I'll be like, damn, that's true. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, really, what they do is just help you see what you knew all along. Just like when you do therapy, you're doing most of the talking, they're listening, and they're helping you, and like basically determine what you already knew.
Right.
I
So
feel like the
sometimes you
last
just need that.
therapist I was with, she was just interrogating me.
You had a therapist?
Yes, and I was like, never again.
Okay,
I was like-
therapy.
I was like, nah, I'm good.
Really? Maybe you didn't have the right one then.
Probably not. The last one I had, she was pretty dope, but she wasn't even a therapist. And I was just like, that's crazy. Because I'm getting along with you, and then you put me out here with Expect the Gadget. Like, but no, I mean, I definitely encourage everybody to get a therapist and talk about your problems. But me, I'm the type, I just ball it out in. Because, as a man, I just take it all. I've been doing that all my life. I never seen my mom really show any emotions. Like, she's just a strong woman. I think that's where I get that from. I got like her characteristics. I can take a lot of bullshit and just still put a smile on my face and still continue to do what I do. And you couldn't even tell like I'm going through what I'm going through, like, cause how I carry myself.
But do you like when you're in your own safe space, do you ever like cry it out? Do you ever feel it out?
Nope.
Do you ever...
I told myself I will not allow myself to cry.
Why?
It gives me strength. You know what I'm saying? The more I hold it in, the stronger I become, the more I can take. That's just me. I mean, it's okay. It's good to cry now. Every once in a while, I probably would cry, but I try not to cry. I try to use that as strength. Like, you can take this. Ain't no need to cry now. You've been going through enough already. And you ain't cried yet, so you can still keep going. So I try not to cry as much as possible and just use it as strength and firepower to keep going. Like, I'm not going to let the world get the best of me.
Yeah, as long as you have that moment with yourself that you actually come to and self-reflect. Like sometimes you don't have to cry to heal, but as long as you don't keep it all in, because that's going to affect how you show up to some, like, let's just say you're going to meet someone else, and then all of that anger and all of that emotion, you're going to put that off on someone that was called to your journey,
Probably, but I'm more so like, if I'm not in the right mind space or the mood, I don't even be around people. Like, I'm not the violent type. I don't even take out my frustrations or anger. Like, you hear it in the tone of my voice, but I never let you like fully have it, because I don't like confrontation. I really don't. Before confrontation, I just kind of shut down and just say, I don't want to talk to nobody. It's just me time. Like, now people want to hang out. Bro, you should come and chill and kick it with me. I just be like, I think about it, but you know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm not in the right headspace, or like my energy's not right. So I just try to stay in my bubble until I'm like, okay. Because you get some of them days where like you like super happy and like you want to be around people, you want to do stuff. And I know myself pretty much. I know the days where I'm able to be around people. But if it's like business and I'm getting paid to do it, even if I don't want to do it and I'm not in the right mood, I still go do it, and I can switch my character just like that.
Yeah, I feel like me and Aurora was just talking about this the other day, how once you reach a certain level of like getting to know yourself and just like creativity and self-worth and just God, really, you won't do the things that you normally would do. I mean, like, you would do less of it and you'll preserve more of your energy. Just like one of my friends invited me to hang out, and I'm like, okay, I don't really want to be around that vibe. I know, like, there's going to be a lot of drinking there, or a lot of...
tell them, like, I'm just not feeling it? Because some people don't even understand when you try to tell them.
But I believe in, like, boundaries without even, like, giving a reason.
Yeah, but some people push those boundaries. They're like, oh, man, you should come anyway.
If you give them a reason. But if you tell them, hey, I have something to do today, so I'm not going to be able to make it, then I mean, what can I say back to that versus you saying, hey, like, I'm not really trying to drink or anything. Oh, well, come anyway, because like you don't have to drink. You can just be around it knowing that that temptation will be there.
Of course.
So it's better off to not even, you don't owe anybody an explanation.
You really don't. I mean, but I'll tell a person, I'll let them have it. Like,
it just depends who you are. There's levels to this. If my sis invite me somewhere, I'm going to tell you why I'm not coming. Like, but you don't owe anybody anything.
Yeah, I try to be more vocal about, you know, what I'm going through, but I try not to vent either. You know, I just try to be as vocal. Like, I had a moment where an artist had a show and she was like, you know, it's my first show, you should come out. And I already knew I was just mentally ill at that point because I had so much to edit, I had so much to do. So many people bugging me, hey, is it done yet? Is this done yet? I can't even post nothing without them, you know? So I was just like, you know, I ain't feeling it. And he's like, you need to be around people. I'm like, not really. I mean, I don't have to be around
like, you
people.
don't know what's in my head.
Like, you don't know what's in my head. You know what I'm saying? So I sent her like a long paragraph. And I was just like, you know, I got to go to church tomorrow. I need Jesus. I need, you know, I didn't even go to church.
Oh my God.
That's overcompensating though. That's like almost being a people pleaser in a way.
No. I mean,
or you just like respect that person so much that you feel like you have to explain yourself to them.
Yeah, some people need to know. Some people need to know so they can understand you next time. You know, because if you don't explain a full detail, like some people just think, like with me, some people just think I'm a robot. Like this is all I do is videography. No, I got a life outside of videography. So I had to tell them like, bro, look, I'm going through it right now. Just give me a couple days.
So let's talk about that life outside of videography though.
What you want to know?
I mean, you said like you're an introvert, but like, and what do you do? Like, what brings you to, like, what fuels you to even show up to what you have to do?
Like the shoot or anything?
Like,
if you want to be honest, money.
Money? You're like money driven?
I'm money driven. Money drives me. Like, I remember Kim paid like $1,500 in one day for a shoot, and you know. Or even just grossing that month in a week. And I was just like, damn, this feels good. Like, you know, it just makes me feel powerful. I can't speak for everybody else, but it just makes me like, dang, I just started doing graphic design and now people paying me for that. So it's just like,
it's dope. Because it's your creativity. Right. It's something that comes from inside of you. There's so much power
to do something you love.
Yeah. People always like, you know, will boost my head up. Like, oh, you the GOAT, man. Your work is the best. I'm like, it's all right. You know, I'm just humble. Like, I don't never let it go to my head because I already know they're gonna tell the next man that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like like I told the artist last night. He's like, yo, you the GOAT. I said, man, I'm just trying to be the best version of me, for real.
Okay,
that's good.
But outside of videography, I just stay home, play the game, chill, and stay out the way, for real.
That's dope. I think it's great. I kind of get this vibe. I think when I first saw you, I kind of felt like you would fit in LA. Like, just confirming to you because you're the type, I mean, you're an introvert but like I feel like because you are trying to network and do all of that, I feel like you would fit in that kind of area. So I definitely just like, it just came to my thought.
I got that too, but I think it was the nude. I don't know. When I see nude, I think LA.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
it's just the nude shirt. Like,
okay.
No, I was thinking about your energy and how you carry yourself. You almost give me like LA vibes. Yeah, so I think you would definitely fit there.
I think I would too, honestly, because I get along with anybody. Like, I can approach anybody and talk to them, but I be around some of the worst people, and they treat me like family. Like, it is like, man, you humble, you chill. I said, I'm just me, just a nerd that play the game and stay to himself.
And that's what it's about.
But people, like, if you can be yourself and you're not trying to project something that you're not, then people will respect that more. And then as long as you just stay in your lane, nobody really is gonna bother you.
Yeah, right.
For real.
I like that because honestly, working like that, you do be around a lot of people, and I believe that energy is contagious. And if you're not a strong person within yourself, then you can like shake somebody's hand, and now you having terrible traits. I wasn't gonna name exactly.
Yeah, that is contagious, man. I always, like, when I walk in the mall, somebody see me, they want to talk to me all day long. I be trying to avoid people.
Even don't you hate that feeling when somebody's talking to you and you just want to say, I don't care. Like
I give them that look, like, like, bro, like, all right.
I just be like, Well, it was good to see you.
Yeah.
I'll see you later. Bye. Or I'll be like, hey, how you doing? But
they talk the whole time.
Just keep it moving.
And then you're like,
at any opportunity, when you pause and take a breath, I'm going to say, I will see you later and talk to you tomorrow.
I was waiting for that moment. I'm going to seize that opportunity. You better not let up.
yeah.
You better not let up, boy. I'm telling you.
Yeah, because too many people are energy vampires.
Yeah,
They're trying to suck up all your knowledge, your wisdom, and your energy. It's like, baby, no. Go back where you came from.
Have you ever told anybody, like, no? Like, awkward silence. Okay, have you ever said no to any opportunity, even though like money was involved, just because like it went against your values, morals, or whatever? You were just like, no, I can't do that.
I don't think I have, actually.
No?
I don't think I ever turned down anyone. Bad money, good money, I didn't care. Like, I knew how to conduct myself and what I was going to tolerate, but I can't actually think of a moment. Now, I done had some crazy moments, like during the shoot, to where I was like, I can't believe I'm doing this stuff. Like, what I do, people I shoot with, a lot of regular people wouldn't do what I do. They wouldn't be in the areas I be in. So it's like, but they the ones who would mostly give me the most money, you know, and I can invest in my business. But being in those type of areas that I be in, it ain't for the weak.
Yeah, I mean, not everybody will work with just anybody, you know. So it really just depends on what you will tolerate and what you will accept.
As long as they're paying me my full price, I work with them.
Make sure you check out our website at www.TheQueendomPodcast. It has amazing features up there. You can submit to be a guest. You can submit topic ideas and so much more.
We also have this thing that we want to start doing as far as the future videos, where you submit a question, or simply if you want advice, if you want anything that we can help you with. We really want to engage with our audience and our people that really are supporters, that love us so much. We love you guys so much, and we just want to be more one-on-one with you. And so if you have any questions, we're going to start doing a question box a week, so you can submit a question and we will answer your question on the next videos
live right here.
Yes. So we're really excited about that, because we really do care about you guys and want to really just be a part of your life too. So just as much as y'all are with us, we want to be a part of yours too. So yeah,
back to the episode.
I'm powerful with the camera. Like
okay, so you see it more as like what you can deliver.
Yeah, I can always deliver. That's how I see it. I can always deliver, and I feel like the type of knowledge that I have and the type of skill set that I carry, you know, I don't think I can ever lose. So I don't never turn down any money. Like I said, unless they lower my prices, like then I'd be like, nah, we ain't working, because you already don't respect me.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That happens a lot, or
yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. But you know, inflation is high. People don't got money like that. But
for sure.
I seen a quote. It was like, you know, if they don't got it, it's just not your client.
Exactly.
So I just keep moving. Some people I will work with, if they got a lot of buzz, I'll be like, you know what, I give you a try, but I need the full thing up front. I need everything. You know, it ain't no half and half right now, because you're not doing full price.
Because it's your word.
Right. Yeah, because your work, time, energy, effort, everything, all of that is put into price.
I think they just think like, I seen a video where like, I wanted to recreate it, but this dude was like, what clients think versus what actually goes into the work. So basically he put like a little sticker that says done on the enter keyboard, and it said done. He said, he was like, what clients think. So he sat down at the computer and he hit the enter keyboard, but the enter keyboard had a sticky note on it and it said done. And then he did like another take of him actually moving around the clips and editing and stuff like that. But you know, that was sped up, but it was probably like at least 4 hours worth of time, probably.
Yeah. And then they want it back the same day too. Can you get it back to me?
I could, with no effects on it.
You charge extra?
Hell yeah, I charge extra.
Yeah, because it's time.
Yeah, but I would rather an artist like be patient, or a client in general.
Yeah.
Because if you give me more time to do it, then, you know, the more focus I'd be on it. Like, if I know I got a video to do and, you know, I'm shooting a lot, then when I got the mental like headspace to do it and I'm like in a clear headset, I do it with passion. Because some days I don't want to touch the computer at all, because it's just mentally draining.
Okay, I have a question. So, what about videography and photography pulls you? Like, why is it your passion? What do you like about it? Like, and with your style and everything, what is your style? What is that thing that you have that no one else has? Do you know that?
Good question. I always wonder. I think it just goes back to the energy I project. You know, I project good energy. Like, you can have bad work and be popping. Like, I done seen people that got worse work than me. I mean, not saying my work is bad, but I've seen people with worse work and they made it, you know. But it all depends, like, how you carry yourself and how long you've been doing it. I've been doing this for a long time.
But
YouTube University.
What is it? Hold on, sorry to cut you off, but I want to see, like, why you got into that. Like, what is it about it that pulled you, that made you say, wow, like, I really love this?
I think it was just like the journey and the learning experience, seeing that I can create something and people will pay for it. So I was just like, wow.
So what is it about that you like creating? Like, is there a specific thing, like your eye? Like, what do you know, what's different about you?
I think when it comes to photography, like, to me, photography is like very therapeutic. Like, if I'm not shooting nobody else, like, I'm just going out into nature, taking pictures of birds or woods. It's just therapeutic. And then you see the essence of the photo. You're seeing the beauty of life. You're seeing the beauty in that moment. And that's something I can always capture, is the beauty in something. And I just got that eye. You know, I got that gifted eye where I can take a photo of anything and I can make it look, you know, surreal. Like, Jesus, that's beautiful. But my style probably is like cinematic. I love cinematography. Just making stuff like with videos. I like stuff like looking like a movie. Like, I made a couple trailers and they're pretty dope.
Really?
Yeah, I made a couple trailers and
That's
I just
fire.
actually want to start a movie, but I haven't got into that yet. But I think that is what I like the most, is being able to say, if I go to the beach and I can turn it into a whole cinematic trailer, you know, drone shot, people walking on the beach, the ocean, you know, really capturing the essence of wherever I'm at, and just turn it into something more. And then to see how breathtaking it is and people actually commenting like, yo, that's fire, that's dope, you know, and then getting the positive feedback makes me go even further.
Right.
So,
it does help out a lot.
It's
honestly.
reinsurance.
Yeah, most definitely.
Having that support of like for me, when someone tells me, you know, wow, your voice is getting better, you're like, whoa, and I'm like, dang, I didn't even go to school for this, I didn't study this, I just kind of like came to it, and God was like, here you go, like, you gotta learn this.
What made you get into music?
Me? It's not that how do I explain it? It's not that I got into it, it was that it just was in me. Like, well, when I was young, I was in the chorus, so I would sing, but then I stopped singing for like 10 years. And then I started after a breakup, which was like a 5-year relationship.
And that's when the best songs come from.
I know. And that's where I started songwriting, and that's where all the passion and that pain and that, you know, everything just came out. Like, I poured my heart out, and then it kind of opened up a level of hypersensitivity to art and music. And so it started opening doors to, like, me just focusing on like different, like being versatile too, listening to different music and being inspired by artists, being inspired by art, being inspired by, you know, the way someone put something on a track. Like, it's so much to music, it's so much in debt, that because I was already, I think something, it was like unlocked in me to where I, like, at a specific time in my life where it was like God was saying, here you go, wake up, this is your thing, go, you know. And like I said, I didn't go to school for this. I didn't like have a guideline. I literally said and felt it. Like, I swear to you, it was like a moment in time where it was like, you have to do this. And I start following it, and opportunities open up, and people start attracting to me. People are like, hey, I want you to feature on this song with me. I'm like, word? You think I'm that good? Features? Well, I'm not there yet.
What you mean you're not there
The
yet?
song is amazing.
Her song?
Hers, yes, the song that she featured on.
You need to charge for your time and your precious voice.
Yes, but you know what? A creative has to go. I went through so much so many doubts, so much insecurity, so much of imposter syndrome. I had so much to that. And like following your heart and knowing that it's your passion, it beats all of that.
It does.
And God too. Does. God, like me being like this with God, I was like, bro, I only have faith in God. So if God's putting me through this, it's for a reason, you know? And having to work through those fears, those doubts, and dude, putting myself in a place where I have to sing in front of people, bro. Come on, bro. Nobody's gonna do that.
Your first time doing that? You a nerd. How many people was there?
Bruh, okay, so the first time was like at this, do you remember? It was at downtown Commons. I had to sing like a couple songs. It was for like the International Women's Day.
I remember when you first called me and was like, sis, I'm gonna sing.
I was so scared, bruh. I took a shot too, not gonna lie.
I would have took 5.
I did. Look, I went to go buy me a bottle. I'm not ashamed to say that.
It's okay. That's all right. It's all right. You got to loosen up.
No, but you know, I'm not the type to do that. I'm not the type to drink to loosen up. So I was like, what's going to help me just feel better, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, I'm just going to go do this. And I mean, people act like that helps.
I'm pretty sure your anxiety was up the roof.
Bro, for sure. Tell me why I drank a little bit too much.
It's all good. You probably wouldn't feel it. So after that, what happened? What happened?
Bro, I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I think I'm a little drunk. She was like, what? Oh my God. She was like low-key upset with me. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I thought it was going to help me.
So they called your name to come perform?
Yeah. Well,
I'm pretty sure at that time your heart just dropped.
Yeah. I mean, I get on stage and I'm thinking the fear and all the anxiety is going to go away. But it was like, my heart was like this.
Most definitely.
And so I don't think I did that good. I have videos of it or whatever, but
I feel like at night it would be so much better because you're just seeing lights. And
you're
stars.
not seeing the people. And I think there was like a good 100 people.
This was broad daylight too.
Yeah, broad daylight, midday type thing. But anyways, like that goes by and I'm like, wait, me like deserving of singing in front of people? Like, and it was like a thing where they were like, can you sing for us? I was like, wait, what? Like, you think that I'm deserving of that?
So they just randomly asked you?
Yeah, because they had seen me like singing on social media. And then I got like another opportunity with someone was like, hey, can you feature? I really think you're so like people believing in me before I believed in myself helped a lot.
Most
because
definitely.
I was like, wait, God, like how did you send me this opportunity?
Yeah.
I thought I needed more time and more work and more experience with this. But God's like, when you're ready, you're ready. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people see that in you before you could even see it yourself.
Yeah. And so
they gravitate to it.
Right. And so now I'm like, okay, cool. So now I'm making a list of all the places I want to sing at. Like I've thought about cathedral places, you know, I've thought of, and it's more of a thing like same as you. Like you can take a picture and like captivate the life to it, the essence of life, the essence of nature and everything that comes with it. And for me, it's like a feeling inside of me. It's like it's something that I'm bringing out, and I don't know how to explain it. It's so much more than just sing.
It's birth.
It's you're
birthing
and then also
something.
songwriting. Like me being able to sing my own songs is a whole different thing because that came out of me.
You ever get brain farts?
For sure. Yeah, of course. Like writer's block all the time, dude.
Yeah,
like when you're not inspired. When you're not inspired, and I think that's okay. I think it's a part of all this.
It's like the rest season, the rest day or something. I think with anything you still get that. I don't know about you, but I still get that.
What?
Like writer's block or like not writers. I mean, I can write too.
As far as like photography block.
Yeah,
like
or creative blog in general.
Yeah. We all go through that, and you just got to know, how to deal with it pretty much. You just got to take breaks or maybe look at a lot of inspirational videos. Sometimes that don't be enough, but that could be God just telling you to rest, clear your mind, and get yourself together.
It's good that you know that you're aware of that.
I'm definitely aware of it.
Do you take your breaks?
Not really.
You don't.
No,
you're aware of it, but you don't take the breaks.
People be booking me like crazy, man. People be, hey, you free this day, you free that day, and I just be like, yeah.
But maybe that's something you still got to learn.
Yeah.
So to be able to say no.
Right.
I don't know. I like it because I don't like. I think like with me, I don't know about everybody else, but when boredom strikes and I'm really bored, I get depressed, I get angry, I get irritated, because it's like I could play the game all day, but it's just like eventually that gets boring.
But listen though, let me say something, because you said when you are bored you get depressed and angry and everything. You don't think those are actually feelings that are coming up that you have stored inside of you that you haven't tapped into to heal?
They only come up because this is the only time it can come up, and you're always avoiding
definitely.
me.
They could definitely play a part in it, but even then, it's just.
But you wouldn't want to give it attention.
I think it's more so it's just because I got ADHD, and my attention span is getting a lot shorter, and I'm looking for stuff that brings me substance. So that's why like when I'm coming to do the podcast, I'm excited. I'm like, finally, I got something to do, you know?
Like something that
that's
I love.
kind of like where I'm headed. Like, it's just like, I could play the game all day, but it's just boring. Like,
and that's why LA would be great for you, because there's always something to do.
Yeah, right. That's why I feel
you
like.
You definitely need to get you need to have bread to live in LA, for sure.
Oh, most definitely. You definitely need money to live up there, but I try to work with what I got, where I'm at. And God been working miracles for me just based off where I'm at. People say, you need to move here and move there. I said, my God. Okay. My God will bring somebody from way over there, way over here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to be anywhere. Like, and as long as I'm still striving and working, He will open the doors for me at the right time, meeting the right person. People always say you need to be in cahoots with them. That I said, as long as I'm in cahoots with Him, you know what I'm saying? And as long as I'm just staying in faith and continuing, like, He'll present the opportunity. It might come least expected at the most littlest town,
Absolutely. And that goes for any creative
or artist.
Yeah, when I came back from LA, I was like, people were thinking, or a lot of people that I know in LA they're like, no, I can't move back to my house. But everything's in them is telling them to move back to their hometown, and they just won't listen to those little nudges. And I'm like, what is keeping you from moving back when your whole body is telling you? And they're like, well, because I'm like, no, opportunities are everywhere. When it's meant for you to get it, you're gonna get it. What's yours is yours.
And our roots is here too, so.
But it has more so to do with like where you feel the most comfortable. For me, I know that yes, my roots are here and everything, but I love the nature in North Carolina. I love how grounded I can be. In LA, I wasn't grounded. That was one thing about it that I felt.
Why weren't you grounded?
Because it was everything. What over there is more so city. There's no nature. There's no you have the beach. You could have gone to the beach, whatever, but everything is so clustered. There's so much. It's overpopulated. It's all highways, freeways, everything. Like,
fast life.
People are so accustomed to that. And that's okay. Like, to each its own. People that were born there know that lifestyle better than they know what it is to live in greenery and in forests, to walk around a park. You know what I'm saying? And that to me is so big, because it depends on my inner peace depends on that.
How often you take nature walks?
How often?
Yeah.
About once a week.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to start.
It's really, bro, when I tell you I get so inspired, it helps a lot.
That would be good for you.
I like doing photography in the woods. I don't know why. I just be so drawn to it.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this is like...
It's something else.
When I went to Aurora with my model, we was going down like this little path. We in like Aurora to this like...
My name?
Huh?
That's the name.
That's crazy.
My name's Aurora.
We went there and she was like, I know this little spot. I was like, all right, cool. So we go there and... I was like, yo, this is the second time you took me in the woods. It's like, yo, I'm saying, you trying to set me up or something? But no, it was a dope spot. And one thing I always notice about myself is I see things a lot differently than everybody. So we riding down this path and it's like woods on both sides. And I remember speaking about this to somebody. I said, I really want to do like a little 10-second, 15-second trailer, because you see them on Instagram, but they go viral. So I was just like, I just want to take a drone and go like above the woods and have the car like going through and have like some kind of motivational speech going through it. And I was just like, yo, this is so cinematic riding through here. But she probably didn't even see.
Do it with us.
I would do it, most definitely. I would definitely. If y'all ever need photos or you want to do like some kind of like inspirational video, I would love to do it.
We are inspirational as fuck.
I mean, that was coming after the video, but I guess we can talk about it now.
Let's do it. Let's talk about it.
Awkward silence.
Yep.
We're gonna.
I knew it was coming.
We're like, like, wait,
I knew it was coming.
and then we're like loading.
Oh, I had an icebreaker question. I wanted to ask in the beginning before we icebreaker question.
Oh, I thought you said iceberger.
I wonder what that would be like.
Right.
Iceberger?
Yeah.
Let's go do it.
What is that?
I'm just kidding. It'd be a patty, but okay. Anyway,
A
Icebreaker?
frozen patty.
so
Ew.
the icebreaker
Frozen
question
burger.
is it more so to you like who you know or what you know?
Both.
You have to pick one.
No, you cannot.
You have to.
No, you cannot.
Okay.
Me, my personal opinion, like, because of what I know and how I'm doing it, is how I got to know who I know. They see my work, they reached out to me, and now I know that person, and then that person know persons, and now I know them persons. But he only reached out to me because what I know and what I can do. So it's what you know first,
Right.
Then it's who you know. And
It's what you know, then who you know.
Yep. So it's both pretty much.
Yeah.
It's
But
like,
you answered it in the way that it, because it's like you would never know who you know if you didn't know what you
you
know.
know exactly.
Period.
Wait,
We got that.
Wait. I'm lost.
You lost in the
I
sauce.
don't know what you just said.
You said it perfectly though. You
I
did.
know, but I think I was like
I said,
somewhere else that I didn't pay
it's
attention.
what you know first,
Right.
just in case anybody else missed this too. It's what you know first, then
is
it's
a
who
gem.
you know. You would never know who you know if you didn't know what you know to
Right.
even get to who you
Who
know.
Yeah, that
Makes
makes sense
sense?
now. Yeah,
That's
I just
how-
was not there. I was like
Yep,
not paying attention.
That's how I
you know?
got to where I'm at,
Makes sense.
doing free work and gaining more knowledge, and people seeing that I'm elevating, and then boom, I do work with them, and then I get their fan base, and their fan base knew who I am. So then, just like what she just said, so knowledge is power, most definitely. Knowledge is definitely power.
And having having the faith, maybe not faith, but to even reach out to someone.
Yeah, I try to
Because
work
a lot
on
of
that.
people have
Do you do
rejection.
Do you struggle with rejection or?
Not really. I mean, if they just leave me on scene, I just delete the message and keep it moving. For real.
You're like, I never did that.
pretty much. I just erased it. Like,
Unsend.
I never
Like-
sent that. I never spoke to you.
Oh my god.
You delete it.
Yeah. Well, ain't no need to look at it
Right.
no more. I mean, same thing with like,
Okay, if it works for you.
it does. It most definitely does. It ain't no need for me to keep up with a person if we ain't gonna talk business or be in cahoots with each other. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I allow what I allow in my life. And if they don't want to work, that's fine. That's cool. There's other people out here that's more than willing to work with me. But, you got some people out here that's big headed.
Yeah.
They want you to, want to work with them, but they don't want to pay. But sometimes you have to make that decision whether you want to do it for free because it might benefit you, or you just want to be stern on, I just figured I'd reach out to you and shoot you a price. It's just up to you, really.
Yeah. That's good.
I reach out to a lot of models, though. I try to, but I try not to overload myself with models to work with.
Right.
Gotta edit so much, but
Yeah, a lot of work to it.
a lot of work.
What kind of models?
Time
Like
is
just
money.
like any kind of.
Any models, man. I don't discriminate. I love all women, all kinds, all sizes, don't matter. It's just, I like to work pretty much.
Interesting.
I saw this post, and it was like, real men treat all women the same. Because there's a lot of men, like, not to like change the conversation, even though I'm doing it, but that like would only treat you a certain way, like nice or be polite if you're beautiful to them or if you're
that
appealing to
sucks.
them.
Then you just being fake then.
I know
Like, men are like that.
Yeah, I've
Ew.
known
Some men like that, man.
Where they see an quote unquote ugly face and they treat them ugly,
Yeah.
and that says so much about your character.
Over there.
Yeah, that's what some, not all, but some women today. If you ain't popping, you ain't got no money, they don't want to talk to you. That's just how life goes. You got some that just genuinely interested in you, and just.
And then there's some that just want to know what the hype is about.
Yeah, that too. But you just got to know who you are and who you dealing with, for real.
And you got to have discernment to read
Oh,
through
yeah.
people.
If you ain't blessed with that spirit, I don't know what to tell you. I could pick up energies.
Right.
Good that you're sensitive to that.
Yeah, I'm a sensitive
That's a good
man.
thing. That's a good thing.
I'm very sensitive.
Yeah.
I try not to
Are
be.
you an empath?
Empath? What is that? I don't even know what that
You
is.
don't?
I forgot what it was. I knew the terminology, but
It's like
Break
when
it.
you can feel other people's emotions.
yeah, I can see it on their face sometimes and their body language. I can
You're
tell.
an empath for sure.
Yeah.
But I try not to.
Take it in, or what?
I don't know. I just
Especially-
try to be lovely and bubbly. I always tell them, you need a hug, you need a kiss on the cheek. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what's your sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Okay.
Oh, Capricorns
Earth
are really
sign.
loving.
Yes. Very,
Very loving.
very affectionate, but you know, sometimes we get stepped on. So
I feel like y'all are good friends. Like,
But
I
you know
Yeah.
why? I'm not saying this is why you get stepped on, but a lot of people have trauma. And so when a good person comes around, we're like, is this real? You know what
yeah,
I mean?
I know.
So it's I don't think it's even about you.
Self-sabotage.
It's about them.
them too. I already know because my shoe man shout out to my shoe man. He was going through something, and you know, I was about to buy some shoes. The last minute money I had before I got some more, I was gonna be like, you know, hold it, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna just get it from him. So basically, how the conversation with it was like, I forgot what he said. He said something about a discount on the shoe, and I asked him about it, and he's like, he can't do it. I was like, oh, okay, I understand, but it was just how he texted it that I can tell something was off. Like it was like he was going through something. He was like, if you don't want him, I'll keep him. Don't worry about it. I was like, okay. I said, I'm still come get him, man. Don't worry about it. And I came, and as soon as I came, he was like, yeah, man, I'm sorry about that. You know, somebody took $3,000 out of my cash app. I lost my phone and stuff like that. But I knew, my spirit told me something was wrong before I acted on my own emotions.
Right.
I said, something's probably wrong with him.
Yeah.
So when I rolled up, he told me that. I said, I knew it.
Right. That's so good that you know that.
Yeah. So
How did you tap into that?
I don't know.
That's good.
I
That's
can't
a really good. Not a lot of people have that.
I think it's more so just understanding the human mind and the person and reading the conversation.
Reading body language.
and knowing someone.
Yeah.
And being aware.
Yeah, I got great intuition. I can always predict something before it happens, and I hate it.
Yo, the other day, I was over here just like vibing out with one of my friends, and out of nowhere, like we had the headphones on, and we were just like listening to music. I ordered pizza, and I was just like, the pizza. And then I took off the headphones, and somebody was knocking on the door. Like, I can't hear anything in here. But I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, that's good.
We be in tune.
Sometimes it ain't even just yourself; it's just God's angels.
Right.
I'm telling
for
you.
sure.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
like,
When
hey,
people always say,
hello.
something told me. No,
Right.
God told you.
Yeah.
Right. Stop that. Angels told you. You believe in
Yeah.
angel numbers?
I don't know too much about that, but I do. I know
feel like
about.
you would be if you were
if I was, if I was in tune with it, I would know. But
Because all it is, I don't know if you care to know.
me personally, I walk with both parties.
What you mean?
From evil to good. You know, I got evil on one side, good on one side. It's all about which one I give into the most. But me personally, I can speak for myself. I would never do no harm to nobody. I never wish death on nobody and stuff like that. But you can tell I can tell when like evil intrusive thoughts come in. I can tell when it's just the devil, it's just demons trying to get the best of me. I can tell, you know, you just got to make peace with it.
It's because you experience God.
Yeah. When you experience him, you know the difference.
Like, some people, like, you can't know better if you don't know. But
manifesting too.
Like,
definitely manifest
Are you
stuff
into
in your life.
manifesting?
Yeah, actually, the crazy thing is, I'm getting goosebumps talking about this. This junk is crazy.
Really?
Now, I went to Best Buy. You know, I didn't have the money. I love story time. I didn't have the money, and I had gotten into this habit of going to like the stores, right? So I seen this computer that I want, and it was an i9 iMac, and I knew it was the most powerful computer I can get in my field of work to keep me, you know, having faster work, because my computer was going slow as hell. Never would like really save on time. It would crash. So I touched it. I said, I claim this computer in the name of Jesus. And I touched it. I said, I'm gonna have you. I kept looking at it. took pictures of it. So like a month and a half later, I was saving up. I think the dude wanted like $2,500 maybe or $1,800. I don't know. I forgot. And I had about, I think like $1,500 or $1,000 saved up maybe. So I was already like, since I had $1,000, I said, let me just go ahead and scour the internet and see what I could find. So I seen him, and he was in VA. This was like 2-3 hours away. So I was just like, shit. I was like, Mom, you know, do you got like $1,000? And she was like, what you need it for? I was like, yo, I really need it for this computer. This will elevate my business in so many ways. And she was like, yeah, I got it. So I went to go get it, and I was just thinking like, damn, I touched this computer, and I said, I'm gonna get it. And I ended up getting it. And the same thing with the camera lens that I got on right now. I went to ASAP Photos and I touched it. manifest. I said, I'm gonna get you. I said, I'm gonna, in the name of Jesus, I'm gonna get you. I was just twirling around with it in my hands, just touching it, and just already imagining me having it. People always say rent, but I said I don't like to rent. I like to own. You know what I'm saying? So I said I already own it. I just don't got it in my hands right now. So yeah, those are the 2 craziest manifests that I ever experienced in my entire life. And of course, being a full-time videographer, working in my job every day, like, damn, I hate this job. I want to work.
How'd you manifest that though?
Saying it every day.
Saying what every day?
Like, I hate this job. I want to just do videography. I can make what they paying me in one day. Just really complaining to God, like, look, man, you need to do something. You need to help me out. I hate this place. Like, I don't like it. I'm not happy. And he did just that. It might not been on my time, but it was in time. So,
I want you to try something. So
what?
the next time that you go to God and you ask for something, ask for it, but don't ever revisit that conversation.
Oh.
Because when it happens, you're going to be like, oh, I said it that one time.
Yeah. They said treat him, man, as if he's your parent. So come to him, man.
Because he is. Yeah.
There's so many ways to manifest too. I'm a person that writes it down and locks it away and then gets it.
I like to go touch it.
And that too. That's so powerful.
I like to see it, like visualization. We talked about in the last episode, visualizing.
Yeah, visualizing also make you feel so good inside. I'm trying to work on that.
I think it's on the feeling. It's really about the feeling.
So now you have to watch the last episode to see like how we visualize and where and like.
Okay. Make sure y'all go drop
We'll
the
put
link.
your line.
Okay.
Drop the link. Make sure y'all tap in with them.
Okay, we could talk to you all day, but we're coming to an end. So I just want you to give the people like some words of an encouragement.
From Pastor.
Visuals.
Man, y'all keep up the hard work. Keep God first, and make sure you never doubt yourself. Even when you're insecure and you don't want to keep going because other people are rooting for you. And once you finally make it, it's going to feel like the best feeling ever. I promise you. It might not feel like that right now, but that's what success feels like. If it has its speed bumps, it has its brick walls, but you just got to take a sledgehammer and go through that brick wall, and just keep going no matter what situation or circumstances you got, what you got, and what God bless you with. And we're just going to close it out with an amen in Jesus' name. This is like a beat table.
Kill him is OA.
Low-key.